Good morning, children. Today we will continue discussing exercise 3.3. That is the first question. In which quadrant or on which axis do each of these points, that is minus 2, 4, 3, minus 1, and minus 1, 0, 1, 2, and minus 3, minus 5 lie? Verify your answer by locating them on a Cartesian plane. So we'll be drawing one Cartesian plane and then we'll plot this point on that Cartesian plane. So this is the Cartesian plane, as we can see. So this is the first quadrant, so this is the second quadrant, so this is the third quadrant, and this is the fourth quadrant. So the first point which is given is minus 2, 4. We just name this point as A. So this is the point. That means we need to draw two perpendiculars, that is from minus 2, since the x-axis is minus 2 and the y-axis is 4. So if we draw two perpendiculars from minus 2 and 4, they intersect at this point. So this will be the coordinates for this point A, that is minus 2, 4. Similarly for B, that is the second coordinate, 3, minus 1. In the x-axis it is 3 and the y-axis it is minus 1. So therefore both intersect at this point. So therefore these are the coordinates for B, that is 3, minus 1. For the third, that is C, it is minus 1, 0. So there is no movement in the y-axis, as the y-axis is 0. So the x-axis is minus 1. So this is the point, that is minus 1. We are naming this point as C. So these are the coordinates of C, that is minus 1, 0. And the next, that is we are naming this point as D, 1, 2. In the x-axis it is 1 and in the y-axis it is 2. It lies in the first quadrant, that is D, 1, 2. So the next, that is E, minus 3, minus 5. So in the x-axis the movement is minus 3 and in the y-axis it is minus 5. So both the perpendiculars intersect at this point. So this is the point E, which is minus 3, minus 5. So now, so therefore minus 2, 4 lies on the second quadrant, 3, minus 1 lies on the fourth quadrant, minus 1, 0 lies on the negative part of the x-axis. As we have seen, it lies on the negative. This is the negative part of the x-axis. So therefore it lies on the negative part of the x-axis. 1, 2 lies on the first quadrant. So 1, 2 lies on the first quadrant. And minus 3, minus 5 lies on the third quadrant. And minus 3, minus 5 lies on the third quadrant. So let's move to question number 2. That is, plot the points x, y given in the following table on a plane, choosing suitable units of distance on the axis. So these coordinates are given, that is x and y coordinates of different points are given. So we need to plot this on a Cartesian plane using suitable units for the axes. So this is the table. So therefore the coordinates are minus 2, 8, minus 1, 7, 0, minus 1.25, 1, 3, and 3, minus 1. So this is the Cartesian plane. So the first one is minus 2, 8. So minus 2, 8. So therefore in the x-axis there is a movement of minus 2 and in the y-axis there is a movement of 8. So therefore if we draw perpendiculars, both intersect at this point. So therefore this point is minus 2, 8. Then the next point is minus 1, 7. So minus 1, 7. So if the movement in the x-axis is minus 1 and in the y-axis it is 7, both the lines intersect at this point. So therefore this is minus 1, 7. Therefore 0, minus 1.25. So 0, minus 1.25. 0, minus 1.25. So the movement, so there is no movement in the x-axis, only in the y-axis there is movement. So that is minus 1, 25. That means it lies on the negative part of the y-axis. So this is minus 1, just little bit greater than minus 1. We plot this point, that is 0, minus 1.25, because since it is minus 1.25, so it will be little greater than minus 1. So therefore this is the point. So then the next is 1, 3. So 1, 3. So in the x-axis it is 1 and in the y-axis it is 3. So therefore both the perpendiculars intersect at this point. So this is 1, 3. The last one is 3, minus 1. So 3, minus 1, in the x-axis the movement is 3 and in the y-axis it is minus 1. So therefore if we draw the perpendiculars, both intersect at this point. So this point is 3, minus 1. So hence we have now plotted all the points given on this table. and scale we have taken as 1 centimeter is equals to 1 unit. So the scale, that 1 centimeter, this 1 unit we have taken as 1 centimeter, so that is the scale. So that's all for today. With this class we have already finished this chapter, that is the coordinate geometry. In the next class we will discuss about the linear equations in two variables, that is chapter 4. So that's all for today. Thank you.